Hello, it's Monday, January 22nd. Unfortunately, the update that I have for this week is pretty consistent to the last update. I did not get to ride a lot. We had, I think it was just too cold, but then again, we might have had rain too. I forgot to look at my calendar before I got on. Anyway, though, gist of the story is I did not get to ride a lot. I rode one day and that's been it. So we're fixing to get another week's worth of rain. It's supposed to start, I think, tomorrow night or Wednesday and rain until I think after the weekend. So I probably won't be doing much riding this week either. And instead of just being upset that I'm not going to get to ride, I'm going to really work on my goals for the next few months with her. With not being able to ride and it raining and just yuck, I've spent a lot of time reading horse books, a couple books by Mark Rashid, and I really like how he explains his training processes and listening to the horse and not pushing the horse. And I realize with Freya especially, if I try to push her to do anything, it creates anxiety and makes it harder for me to train her. She does just completely lose her mind. And so that's the same with not riding when we're on the ground. And I've been really working with her on the ground doing stuff too. So if it does rain this week, there'll probably be groundwork, so that's all I'm going to be able to work on. So it's Thursday the 25th. I just finished riding before the rain gets here. She's up in her stall right now, finishing her last bit of food that she dropped from this morning. Anyway, I just had to stop and record this video real fast because I'm so happy with her today. We rode about 30 minutes and I didn't warm her up or anything. I just decided to go see, kind of test where we're at as far as the trust part that I had lost. And so let me walk and show you what we did, which, see if I can figure out how to turn the camera around. No, of course not. Okay. So we started at the barn and we rode through the winter pasture. So that's the winter pasture over here, all the way down it, back over to what I call Vinny's tree, which is right there. And we could not do that before. When I have tried in the past, she would just have so much anxiety when we would try to go like just down that way. And then the last 2 weeks, I guess, since I haven't been able to ride, I've been walking her out there. We had a big tree come down, and so I've been walking her out there and letting her see the tree and just working on groundwork. So today I was like, let's just test it out. Let's just see what happens. So saddled her up, got on in a new place, which was in the other field, and just rode off. And she did great. I mean, fantastic. I could not be more proud of her. No hesitation whatsoever. Say hello. Hi, yes. No hesitation to go out there. She just did what I asked. If I asked her to stop, she stopped. Just walking, she just did so good. I'm so impressed. And then afterwards, we went into the arena and practiced trotting the cloverleaf pattern. And I think we're back to where we started. She could do a steady trot, so I'm gonna keep doing that for probably another week, because we're supposed to, where'd you go? Get rain. And I imagine I'm not going to be able to ride the rest of this week. So plan is to do as much riding as I can, keep working on that, and then starting February, we're going to move on to other things. I can't wait. All right, that's it. That's the update for today. And I just finished working Freya on the lunge line. And I kind of wish that I would have videoed it because that's where we're at right now. And I realized a lot of things when I was just watching her go and not, I mean, I had expectations, but I was paying attention a lot better than I ever have. Let's put it that way. And so real quick, I just wanted to talk about a couple of the things that were on my mind as I was lunging her. And so 2 of those are, I just recently watched the newest video from Rose about cantering, and that's pretty much where I'm at with her now. Our trot's pretty good under saddle, so we're going to start doing the adding in cantering. And what he had talked about was making sure it's good on the ground before you do it under saddle. And I think that's something that I didn't really realize with everything that we do, and I'm slowly starting to understand why. And so basically her cantering today was as expected, all over the place. The more times we practiced, the better she got. So, you know, that's pretty good with her. Kind of just to explain what I saw, which hit me, is, you know, at the trot on the lunge line, she's fast. She's not consistent. Her speed changes. And so that's going to be, you know, or that would have been a telltale sign for under saddle. And that's probably something I missed when I lunged her before. And now I'm just more aware of it. And so I'm going to be spending time lunging and riding the next 30 days to try and get the ground good along with the riding part. And then something else that I never really thought about until I heard it on Phil Haugen's podcast was that in order to get a horse mentally prepared and ready for adding speed and everything, it takes time, one, which, you know, we all pretty much know that when it comes to our horses, everything takes time. But it also takes doing it. So you build up to her being able to mentally handle going faster and coming back down by continually doing it and making sure the recovery's good, which also was something Rose talked about, was making sure your recovery is good. So those are my 2 things, that we're discovering today and that we're working on right now. Back. And making sure that I don't let her get away with things. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. Oh, crazy girl. Today's Tuesday. I got to ride today, and man, she's just doing so good compared to where we were at. We trotted for about 15 minutes consistently. Well, I say consistently, but I mean like trot for a consistent amount of time, come back to a walk, pick up the trot again, keep it consistent, come back to the walk. And she did fantastic today. Like, I've got my old horse back. It took a little while, but I've got her back. And so we'll start adding on some more stuff this week probably, assuming we get to keep riding. Yes, we're going to keep working on lunging, teaching her to canter on the ground first, and then we'll start doing it under saddle once we get good at that. So assuming we don't get too much rain tomorrow, then either tomorrow or Thursday I'll video how the cantering's going on the ground. Hey there, it's February 1st and I'm on Freya right now. just got on, and this just hasn't been the greatest time to be riding since it's been just a really wet winter. If I knew how to switch my camera around, I would show you the arena right now, but it's wet. We got another half-inch of rain yesterday, or the night leading into yesterday. And anyway, it's just wet, so I'm not able to work on cantering on the ground like I had hoped. So basically gonna switch plans, and we're gonna ride out through the field today and just do some walking, relaxation, seeing how we can do getting out into the field. Hey girl. So that's gonna be it. I'm not gonna do another update until I'm actually able to start cantering, since that's really, that's where we're at. Everything else is going really well. So next update is gonna be the new stuff we're working on.